So turn down the lights, lock the door. It's time for DJs After Dark.
Hey everybody, Danny J here, along with Dr. Rock Ray Thomas.
Good morning. Hey, hi guys.
Rib himself, Rob Cannon.
Yo, Rib.
Hannibal Smith, DJ Matt Summer.
Hey guys, how you doing this morning?
I love that background. And we got Fast Eddie C in the Ed Cave.
Hey now, what's going on?
The Ed CC.
The Eds?
Ooh, yes.
Listening to all the shows.
Yes, he is. He's watching you. You can join us here on DJB Productions right here on YouTube. Just subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and share it to your friends. Make sure everybody's jumping on here. We have a lot of great stuff. We have DJs After Dark, Capes Not Included, That Way Cool Wrestling Show, and we actually have more shows coming on with a lot of different familiar faces and some new faces as well.
How about the new one we're going to start in the future?
The Walking Ed.
The Walking Ed.
It's going to be video of Ed just walking around and doing his thing. How about that?
That would actually be funny because you know what? I bet you people would actually watch that thing and like something's got to happen at some point here.
Remember that movie? Ed? What's it called?
I could see him in his
TV
boxer
show.
shorts drinking coffee.
Imagine that, the Walking Ed. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do webisodes. It's only going to be like maybe 5 minutes each
And it's
episode.
okay. It's only going to cost you so much for the thought that I came up with.
Yeah,
so
it's
kind of cool.
Yeah, there you go. Here, there's a quarter in my pocket. I'll give it.
That's right. Leave me alone. I'm buying stock in Sears. I'll be right back with you.
But make sure you go on djbproductions.com. Make sure you also go on canonentertainment.com. You can check us out here for all your DJ needs as well. Because remember, we are doing this for fun and giving you a lot of laughter and stuff like that. But you are going to be able to.
Yes.
Be able to.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
It seems like we're having a lot of technical difficulties in here.
On the audio
side of it, but
yeah.
I don't know if that's going to work or not.
I mean, I know we're all funny looking, but we need audio, man.
Yeah, I think Ed's going to have some work to do this week.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to see us looking like a Godzilla movie.
Audio is not working this week, and it's one of those things where it's annoying me. But okay. Once again, technical difficulties.
After I just signed a contract to do a live show in the middle of DJ's
He signed a
parking lot.
multi-year contract to be on this show,
Right?
For $0.
How ironic is it that the DJs are having problems with the audio?
I know, right?
See, Matt's got it.
Matt
had us at good morning.
Matt had us at good morning.
Yeah, it's like that job I went out on where I suddenly was setting everything up and everything was good and I couldn't get any audio to the speakers. All my connections were great. Amp wasn't working. I'm like, it's not working. Basically, I had to cleanse like, yeah, forget about it. I get back to Rob's house, and don't you know the amp's working again?
Sure.
Well, yeah,
we all did it.
Of course.
Bob looks at you like, I don't understand what happened. Maybe it was something you did.
I love it when somebody looked at you too over the year, and they look
Ed's
at you
laughing because he knows I just fucking said exactly what Rob says.
Matt,
well, it was working before I sent it out with you.
Do you remember when people came up to you, Matt, from behind you and went, "Are you sure you turned it on? Did you plug it in the wall?"
Yeah, you guys
and stuff. Yeah, so true.
Yeah, all the lights on it are pretty obvious that I've plugged it in and turned it on.
Listen to this. We're doing a nightclub.
Move in a little bit, Rob, because you're cut off a little bit.
We were doing a nightclub, and we were there for a while. In the middle of the show, the shit all went down. So the guy calls me up.
Was it Mark? Was it Mark?
No.
Okay.
So the guy calls me up and he goes, "Yo, dude, we just lost all power to the sound system." Okay. And there's a bunch of people standing around on the dance floor going, "Yo, what the F is going on?" Right? So I said, "Dude, turn around, make sure the plug's in." He looks at yeah, it's in. All right, then it's a circuit breaker. Go hit the circuit breaker. It hits the circuit breaker. Everything comes back on. I said, "See? Like, come on, the power goes out. What would you think was wrong?"
It wasn't Vic, was it?
All
right.
I would just forget that. It's just going to keep doing that there.
I have no time. I have no way to time this, by the way.
You just cut out too, Dan, by the way.
What happened?
You cut out for a quick second.
Did I?
Yeah, we're having technicals
We're
here.
having some technical difficulty here because Rob.
Technical difficulty.
Not me, man.
This is not working.
I think I know why, and I'll tell
Why
you off
you
air.
do? because I just signed another contract for the younger
Look,
kids
I can't even
for
stop
Fisher
recording,
Price.
It's okay. Just forget it.
I don't know, but I don't have.
I expect double pay for this episode.
All right, so,
I do want double pay for this. They said to me this morning, "You don't want to be with me?" I said, "I got to do DJs. You know, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I got to do DJs after dark, baby. You know."
Right. So Dan,
so what?
Video.
So yeah, we were going to talk about today. A lot of times, and me and Rob were talking about this off the air. It doesn't really happen as much anymore, but we would be asked to DJ an event, be it a private party. Usually, it's a private party.
Yeah.
Usually,
Or a wedding.
yeah, and which is usually a private party. Thanks for over explaining that, Rob.
Whatever.
Again, for the special
You
people.
know what a private party is.
you
All right,
know,
it's
'cause
private and it's a party.
Because Rob,
It's an umbrella kind of a thing. You know, wedding falls under it.
everybody to a wedding.
No, a private party is a wedding, but a wedding is more defined as a wedding, and a private party is more as a happy birthday.
You're more defined as an annoying
Right,
person.
come on.
My diabetes go up.
Do you guys have to be this loud? Yeah, sorry,
Yes.
Yeah, that.
So, but the main thing we wanted to
between, so we're not.
main thing we wanted to talk about though was that we would be asked if, oh, that's great, you know, we tell them everything we do, and we, you know, obviously we're giving them the pitch, you know, like this is what we do, this is what you do here, this is how we do this, we've been doing this for so long, etc. This all sounds great. Do you have any YouTube video that I can watch so I can see you DJ? Now, this is what we wanted to talk about, because if you think about this for a second, if I want to show you a video of myself DJ,
It's going to be naked.
it's gonna be totally naked.
I have one coming out of the
gonna
truck stop that's still around.
It's literally going to be the best of what I'm doing, because I'm not going to have video of a crappy night. I'm not going to have video of an empty dance floor. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to have the absolute best thing that I've ever done on video and show that to everybody.
Did you loop from somebody else's tape?
Like, I love that video of you DJing. I noticed everybody had bell bottoms, but still, you know, but you understand what I'm saying? So like, and this is not to say that I'm not a good DJ or not, but there's not a DJ out there that has 100%
A good night.
a good night every night. We all have
Except
bad
for
nights.
Dr. Rock.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, he has really bad nights.
No, good
He
nights.
goes
He's
really,
like-
really.
My philosophy is let it skip. Go
Let
ahead,
it skip. Let it skip.
Go.
Yeah.
So we,
Hey.
Yep.
That's what I like about hey.
so you know,
You're talking about my remix.
yeah.
So it went too many times. All right.
I lost $10 on that too.
What happened was Rob got distracted when he made that remix, and because he has ADD,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Hey, oh, the phone's ringing!" No, but it's one of those things where, like, why would you make a decision based on me showing you this extravaganza that's happening?
Hold on, Christine. I don't know what the fuck.
You know what I mean?
I don't. Go ahead. Sorry.
You know, yeah. Joanne knows not to call me. I got
Exactly.
to check.
Exactly.
All right.
You know, as kind of like I said off the air.
It's under restraining order. All right.
That's our role play.
Yep.
It's like I was saying off air. It's kind of like every casino out there. When you see a video commercial for a casino, you see people winning. They never show you the 200 other schmucks that are losing every penny that they own.
That guy the hotline because he's addicted to gambling and he lost his family. You know,
This happened once.
yeah, you don't see that. So I mean, Rob and I were both saying, like, you know, if you're going to be choosing a DJ, I mean, based on, I mean, me personally, if I was going to say, I don't know anything, and I'm not going to get much information from this person, but I'm going to go by how long he's been in business, because someone that sucks is not going to be in business for a long time.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're really not. Because at some point, I mean, they could be really hard-headed and suck and like never work and say they've been in the business for 20 years, but they only did 3 jobs. But my point is that they're going to be in business for a long time. And if they have testimonials, which we all do, referrals, testimonials, go by them, go by what other clients have. Because the funny thing is that the people who should be looking for these videos don't. And I usually say that's like the live events, like the bars and stuff like that. Bars will never ask you for any credentials whatsoever.
Yeah.
They'll
They
ask
just
you for
want
the
to know
price.
how much
How much?
little you're going to charge.
How
them.
little you're going to charge, which is
That's all they care about.
it's extravagant.
And of course, the new thing that most bars have been asking back when I started doing bars back in the day, they never asked that question, and that is the fact that do you have a lot of followers?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
I'm David.
Yes, on
Koresh.
Facebook I do.
I'm
but-
David Koresh. I have
Right.
a lot of followers. They all drink the punch. They don't follow me DJing.
And like we
But,
said, if they
yeah.
do have a lot of followers and you do hire them for that,
In the Church of Jay.
yeah, you do hire them because they have a lot of followers. Then the bigger problem is when they leave, when you fire them, their followers
They're
are
leaving
gone
with
them.
you. And you don't
So
understand.
You really don't want a DJ like that anyway.
They'll say, "Do you work for Rob
And
Cannon?"
it's-
Oh well,
and
please
let
do
me-
the dishes.
And let me
Yeah.
explain something to real quick, because I don't want to get off of this subject. But like, as a bar, if you have to rely on somebody else to bring you your business,
You're in
you need to rethink
You're
your
in
shit.
Oh yeah,
Trouble.
yeah.
Because obviously you have no reason to be open. You know what I mean? Like, I go to a place that's nice. Oh, and by the way, they have a DJ who's good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You want to go out and
I
have a
don't
good
go
time.
because of the DJ.
Yeah.
And that's another funny thing too. Like,
More about your bartending, your waitresses.
like a lot of times when I do bar, and this is more
Our job as the DJ is to enhance the experience of the bar, of the good bar.
right, of a good bar. Ed's in the cosmos. Look at that.
Right. If the food looks as bad as the waitress does, or something like that, and people don't come to that particular place,
Yeah.
it's like you put the food up to her face and go, "Does it look okay now?" I mean, because the bottom line, it shouldn't be the DJ's job to.
No, you want
No.
the people to come there for the place, the nice people that work there,
Right.
the good-looking people that work there.
And you know what? This isn't just DJs too. We did a gig. We had a place that's no longer around called Dylan's, and I would go there.
Yeah, that was a nice place.
It was a nice place in a bad location.
Yeah,
That's
like in
so-
that
what a
shopping
shame.
center.
What a shame. Yeah, and they
Yeah.
redid that shopping center since then. They don't
Is
even
that
have
the
stuff
one?
back there.
Yeah, I think so. It's been named like so many different
Yeah,
things.
and
Yeah.
Is that
what
where
happened
Dan's
was,
work?
yeah, it's right by where I work, and the it's gone now. It's completely
Yeah.
leveled. Yeah, but
The whole shopping center?
yeah, they put
Wow.
housing back there and stuff. Not
Dan
the,
still
not the
sets
people,
up
not the people in
equipment
the
in the
show
parking
care
lot.
about that.
Yeah.
Right.
But the thing was, I went there, and I was following a Pink Floyd cover band.
Oh, God.
So, and you say, oh God, but you know what? They got their people like Pink Floyd.
Yeah, they
I
do.
like
No,
Pink
I
Floyd.
meant that's
You
a
know,
hard follow.
It's
is
a
what I
hard
meant.
follow,
That's what I meant.
but but it works for them as it works for us. A Pink Floyd cover band. Who is that attracting? What age group?
Older.
Older.
Right,
Yeah.
Older.
50s,
And
roughly.
they're Pink Floyd, not for anything. It's pretty mellow.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not like a
Yeah, you're talking 40s and up. You're talking Pink Floyd. You're talking 40s and up. You're mid 40s and up.
Yes.
And now those people that were in their mid 40s are now in their 50s.
Right.
You know what I mean? So imagine those people are only staying out till about 10 o'clock.
yeah.
Okay.
Not like
They're only going to buy one or two drinks because they got to get up. Older people don't, unless they're drunks, don't tend to drink.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't party like they used to.
Because they did it for years. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a dead crowd to be going
Yeah.
after.
and we're all that age group, folks.
But
so-
you have to be
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
DJ.
It's like, hey, I got to make my liver last another, 30, 40 years. I beat it up enough early in, my 20s.
Done. And like 90% of the bar leaves because they were there to see this band.
right.
Okay. And when you say, oh, that's a lot of people, not really. If the bar is not that big,
Yeah.
90% of the people could be 10 people. You understand what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where everything is relative. And then I go in there and we always said, listen, you can get a band that'll bring in people. And the bands tend to bring in people, but they only bring in people for an X amount of time.
Yeah.
Those people tend to not pay a lot of money. They don't stay after their bar friends their band friends have left. So therefore, it's you got to nail them during that short time period, and you're not going to, because they're not going to do that.
There's different levels too of what bands can bring in. For example, I'll bring up Ray's son's band.
Yeah.
Right.
My
Now,
son's in a band?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or is this the time that I follow an
particular
awkward cover band?
Listen, that particular band does have a big following.
Yeah.
But there's other bands out there that don't really have a big following. Maybe 10 people might show.
And one's their Aunt Mary and their uncle.
But there is
Yeah,
a
a lot of
difference.
it's family.
Right.
But
And-
there's a difference in price too. Like Ray's son's band's probably twice the amount that the Joe Schmo's band.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Right. But once again, and it's all relative because Ray's son's band is a younger band. So they're going to
They've been around a while. But,
they're younger guys, but the band's been around for 25 years.
Yes, it's the premier cover band. No, I'm not going to do it.
You know what I mean? But they're young. I mean, how old's your son?
35.
35. He's younger than us. I mean, you know, so you're talking. That's still that age where you're still partying. Now you know more. You have a little bit more money than when you're in your 20s. You know what I mean? So you're right at that age group. That's a great age group. But go older than that, they're leaving early. They want to leave at 11 o'clock. They're not staying until 2. They're not closing bars down anymore or anything like that. So that's where a DJ comes in, and a DJ comes in, and we can go to anybody. Women can appeal to a DJ. Men can appeal to a DJ depending on what kind of music they like.
If they're on Grinder or something. Yeah.
Right. We can change the music around depending on what kind of group or people they are. You know, a band can't physically do that. And
you know, much more fluid.
Right. And to say, hey, can you bring people in? You know, yeah, I can bring people in. I don't know if they're going to stay. I don't know who's got babysitters.
Well, you know what kills me? You know, all these people, these bars, their key thing is they want people to be there, right? A lot of people. And they want you as the band or the DJ to make sure that happens. But what they don't want to do is pay for it by, look, so say if I was a DJ that had 1,000 people following, let's just say, right, as far as going into a club or a bar. So let's just say I'm not doing that bar for $100 or $150 or $200, which most of these bars want to try to pay, right? I want $1,000 to go into a bar like that.
If I'm bringing that,
right?
If I'm bringing that,
But if you say that to the average bar, they're like, yeah, no, thanks anyway. Like Robbie Tronco, I heard he gets paid pretty good. Ed, you know that, right?
Yeah. Matter of fact, he just got a new gig. He's up at what's the name? He's at a casino.
Ed, corrections.
Ed, is that a broken umbrella? What the hell is that?
That's a camera stand. I can say that's a monopod. Well, you get your eyes fixed, right?
You got it. Ding, ding, ding. This is a monopod, a monopole. Yes.
I thought you were doing weightlifting or something.
I thought you needed a shake weight.
Yeah, one of those shake weights.
What's that thing where it looks like this?
Yeah, the shake weight.
I was not doing that live. All right.
Called the monopole.
Okay.
That was right.
Danny, you hit on something though, and I think this is what the difference is today. You said about the band leaving and a DJ coming in, and can he bring 1,000 people in?
Yeah.
If you're going to walk in there and you're going to DJ, you're going to take a little pride in your performance, and you're going to get every single person that's in that bar to like what you do, and then they're going to get on their cell phones and they're going to call their friends and say, "Hey, this DJ's good." The problem is everybody goes in with the attitude nowadays, and this is where I'm going to get myself in trouble. That they go in and they go, oh, I'm going to go in and I'm going to DJ and I'm getting paid for it anyway, so I don't give a shit if there's 4.
All right.
Shit if there's
let me just, Ray hasn't DJ'd in a while. So what they'll do today, Ray, similar, they'll get on their phones
while they're eating.
Text to their friends, hey, I'm down at what's his name's,
right?
You know, and then they're going to come that way.
Right. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I don't think they even do it.
No, I don't.
Based on the DJ. I really don't. I think the fact that we're making a good time happen says, hey, come on down, we're having fun at so-and-so's, but they don't give the DJ credit.
No, you're right.
That's where it used to be. And
I used to ask for that. I don't want anything else, but I want the credit because
nobody's going to a dive where there's a good DJ and say, oh my God, you got to come down here. This DJ is awesome. Nobody's saying that anymore.
Right.
No.
And you could be doing a great job. I got a couple thank yous last night for the job I did last night. And they become few and far between nowadays. Now people don't really care.
They don't.
They expect it.
Well,
it's almost like an entitlement.
We talked about this probably before, maybe not. But back when I first started DJing, people used to clap after every song.
Yeah.
Right? That was way back in the 70s. All right. And then they started just clapping at the end of the night.
Right.
Right. And then now you're lucky if you get good job, DJ, or anything.
Or anything.
You know? Well, sometimes you'll get play another song.
Yeah.
You know,
And then when
One
you can't,
more.
and then you
Catch your
can't,
first
and
name.
then you say, "No, I say I'm sorry, I can't. We're done." You suck. Oh, now I suck.
Yeah.
Now I
Yeah, you had
suck.
fun all night. Now I'm the
I'm
world's worst DJ.
I'm the worst DJ because I didn't play that extra song and get myself
I've had
blacklisted.
someone get my face one time and say, "Yo, come on, man, play another song." I said, "Let me ask you something. If your boss
No
said
lie.
stay an extra hour and do it for free, are you going to do it?" He goes, "No."
No.
We were doing a job for somebody. We had a friend of ours who was caught in a fire, actually, and he was put out of commission for a number of months.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And so we took over his bar gig for the time that he was out of commission.
Mm-hmm.
So in the last night that I was working that gig, he came out.
Yeah.
You know, he came out to say, "Hey guys, I'm gonna be back here next week." Blah, blah, blah. And this is someone who they really love him and blah,
Oh my
blah, blah.
God,
And he's like David Koresh when it comes to that, you know.
Or me at the KP or something.
And believe me when I tell you, it's weird. And I'm not trying to cut on him. He's not the most fantastic DJ in the world. It's just that what he does there, they like, and it's the same people.
Because he caters to.
Because he does a lot of catering and stuff like that. And
he knows what the audience wants and in that particular place, and he gives it to them, and they love him for it.
He goes above and beyond to the point where he can probably get himself messed up a little bit. Not badly, but I'm saying, like, in other words, like, we don't, everything music wise we have is legitimate.
Yes.
And a lot of times he'll go and just download stuff because he doesn't have it.
Right.
And you don't do that. You just don't do that because you don't know what you're getting and stuff like that.
You got to listen to it.
Yeah, it's another story. But they love him there. And so we were there, and it's a karaoke night. So it's music and karaoke. And I do the thing. And like, I'm down to like the last roughly 10 minutes of the night. So I put on a couple songs. This is my pee break. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go to the bathroom. And then I come over and I go to talk to the DJ that's coming on because we're bullshitting a little bit. So some girl comes up to me, drunk. When I tell you drunk, like slurring her words.
Danny drunk.
Danny drunk.
Danny drunk.
Right. And why is that a verb?
Panties are on
why
her,
is that an adjective?
Or on her elbow.
You know,
go ahead.
So she comes out and she goes, "Listen, so-and-so wants to sing a song." I said, "Well, we're done." I said, "I only got these 2 songs left and that's it. But he's really, really good." I said, "Yeah, and he sang 5 times tonight, like everybody else. So, I mean, we're done. I'm done." I said, "We're over. Let me tell you something. If you don't get him on there, I'm going to tell the bartender and the owner." I always tell the owner.
I love that.
Yeah. You suck. But I said, "Go ahead. I'm not coming back after tonight."
Come back
Tell
and
him
say,
right
"Well,
now.
You don't look good with the surgery."
Now the DJ I'm talking to, he starts cracking up laughing because I said, "Go ahead. It's his job. It ain't my job."
Can I just say something on top of what you're saying?
Yeah.
What people don't understand, besides the fact that, you know, or what you probably don't understand, I should say, is that John plays until the crowd stops. Like, he's done it 1, but he'll play to 1:30 sometimes.
Yeah, and you don't do that
because the people
never
are asking for more songs.
And you never do that.
That's why she said that.
You never
That's
do
the
that.
part you didn't probably get.
No, and you never get
John,
that.
And you did the right thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Because you're paid to a certain time. You cut off.
I'm not working.
I've done it before where we were at the bar we worked at.
Yes.
And it was so crowded.
Yes.
And Pat, our beloved Pat.
And I liked him a lot.
He came over and he said, hey, it's going good. It's going good. Could you stay an extra half hour? Yeah, I can stay an extra half hour.
And he didn't pay you.
And he didn't pay me. And
that's
he did not pay me.
Serious bull.
And I was like, that's bullshit.
And now
the fuckers in here. Party.
Now on the flip side of that, now I had a job. It was this little Irish bar along Westchester Pike. We were in there doing St. Patty's Day. And we literally, because there's apartments above the bar, had the cops get called 3 times for noise complaint. Which, first off, if you live over top of an Irish bar, expect to not get sleep on St. Patty's Day.
No,
right.
But
for that matter,
the cops basically came and shut the job down. It was probably just before 1 o'clock. And, you know, literally they came in going like, if we get called one more time, we're showing up, multiple officers, everybody in the bar is getting cited for disturbing the peace, and we're going to check IDs and blah, 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 blah. So the bars, like bartenders and the owners are like, okay, just shut it down. No big deal, whatever. They paid me for the rest. They paid me for the full night, which was cool.
Mhm.
And then I had one customer come and be like, going, "Yo, man, play another song. Why'd you shut everything down?" I'm like, cops are shutting us down. And it's funny because I'm dealing with drunken Irish people. I mean, they're full and they still got their brogues, And the guy's all like, "Oh man, you're pussy. You afraid of the cops, man?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm only 80% pussy. The rest of me is Irish." And he was loving it. He's laughing his ass off, whatever. And he's like, "Yo, man, you're great. You're awesome."
So you're an Irish pussy. I like that.
Yeah. You got clovers.
I was doing a private party one time, and a car hit a pole, so it knocked all the power out. Right. So the owner of the party, it was his shop. He was a hairdresser. He comes up to me and goes, "Well, I should probably get some money back." I said, "No, it's not my fault. The power went out.
Act of God, baby.
Only like a half hour left."
Yeah.
And we had to wrap up in the dark for starters. That is a real talent to try to wrap up in the dark. But he was pissed off and then he starts saying, "Oh, you guys didn't really do that great of a job and all this stuff." Yet we had people dancing the whole time.
Did you bring a power generator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. People are crazy when they think it's an act of God. What can we do?
Well, it's the truth. Ed, when you had your mullet and your porn star mustache that I saw the other day on Facebook, and you were out there, how much pressure did you put on the DJ?
What, when I was drinking?
Yeah, when you were drinking.
Yes, Ed.
Not much, actually, because I knew everybody.
He did.
Yeah.
Ed was.
I made it a point.
Seriously, Rob can attest to that. Like when I used to come out to a major club, he used to do. We used to get hammered.
Oh God!
And did I ever bother you, Rob, for music or anything like that?
No, never.
Because all my friends.
What do you like the song?
All my friends that I've ever been with have all been either in radio, clubs, or private party DJ. So I knew what they were up against. So I would never go bother them. I would just drink for free.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't hassle anybody at all. No.
Did you tip at least, Ed?
Did I tip? Yes, I did tip.
Good. Because bartenders like to hear that.
Sure they do.
Yeah, sure they do. Yeah.
Rob, when you used to do that club up in the Northeast, I mean, we used to, before we even walked in, the pitchers were on the bar. We didn't have the glass and the pitchers were on the bar.
Because they knew you were coming.
Yep, that's what really is missing from today's scene, man.
Well, you know what, though, too?
Not personalized anymore at all.
Right. People knew the DJ they were getting.
Ed makes a good point there, because you're right in saying that there used to be, like, there was one bar where I used to, he knew, like, I was allowed to drink, and he knew about, about how much I was drinking a night, and he would have them set aside in a bucket with ice.
Yeah.
Ready for me to go and stuff like that. I mean, it's a respect thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's my guy.
Or
he's doing
just
work
like
for me,
you're working a bar, so-and-so likes to hear a certain song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you knew so-and-so likes to hear a certain song when you're working that bar, you usually threw it on when he got
as soon as you got there and stuff like that. And
we're around sometimes.
This is all the point of why you get a DJ and stuff like that. Now, going back to what we originally were talking about, which was asking for a video.
Yeah.
Maybe the next show.
These little things you can't.
At this point, we can't even call them topics. We have to call them jumping off points.
That's what we do. Yeah. That's what we do, Matt.
You have to think about, like I said, if you're hiring me for your dad's 75th birthday, seeing what I'm doing at a bar,
or even at
absolutely nothing.
Right. Yeah. Or it's the same thing when someone used to say, and this used to happen a lot. How about, can we go see you at a party?
But this is the point.
That's the same thing, though. You know what I mean? No, they can't.
But here's the thing, though, too. We're not performing DJs, and there's a difference between performing DJs and mobile DJs.
Well, it depends on what you mean.
Well, no, performing DJ. And
I would do magic.
It's very there. You go. He does magic. No, performing DJs means someone that's going out there and is scratching, and is mixing music, and basically is making new music out of what they're doing. You don't do that at a bar. You don't do that at a private party.
Depends on the
Where are you doing that at a bar?
Not at a bar.
That's what I just said.
Club,
well, did I say club?
No, but I'm just saying.
My sugars are going up, Rob.
There you go.
But
he's gay.
But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that we're not performing. Rob, when you go out there, you're not performing. You're not performing. You're not.
Well, and
they've been telling that for years.
Mixing and scratching are not the same thing. Mixing music together to play from one song to the other, I'm not talking about that.
Right.
I'm talking about mixing where you're making new music
out of the things you're
out
scratching.
of the things you're scratching, out of the things you're mixing, stuff like that, and bringing in.
You're throwing another record on, and you're dropping random samples into a single song.
You're not performing. You're not someone who is going to have a following like that because you're not the artist. You're not an artist. Okay?
But it's considered performing too when you're making announcements and you're.
But no, you're once again you're overthinking.
No, you're confusing personality with performing.
Yeah, that's not performing.
No.
That isn't performing. That's you doing your job.
Yeah.
As a mobile DJ.
Right.
Which is people can't do nowadays.
When you go to the DJ Expo and those guys are there and you're doing all this shit, that's performing. They're making music out of other music.
Right.
Okay? Right. Goes back to what you were saying before about saying people would clap after each song. Yeah. Why would they clap for me if all I'm playing is fucking Gloria Gaynor? Clap for fucking her. Don't clap for me.
Sexy.
You understand what I'm saying now? I'm not Gloria Gaynor. I'm not the person singing. I will survive. But if I'm sitting there doing a mix and I live mix 3-4 songs together, then fuck yeah, you clap for me because I did that. You know what I mean? That's the point I'm making. You know, and that doesn't happen. So when we go to, thank you very much. If you're hiring me for your dad's 75th birthday, right? And then I say, okay, I'll show you a video of me doing another 70th birthday, and then here you go, a blank room. Chances are you will. Was it a great video? Was it?
Yeah, it's going to win an Oscar.
Did me standing there waiting for the song to end do anything for you to say, oh yeah, I definitely got to hire that guy?
I got my French fries hot.
Point. Right. I'm not doing anything at those events because I'm not performing. Okay, and I don't claim to be a performing DJ. You know?
Well, let me say this real quick, and I know we got to wrap it up, but
because it's probably like an hour and a half episode already.
People,
don't worry, there's no audio.
We customize each party to their likings,
right?
So when they ask me, "Can I see a video?" I say, "Well, a video is not customized to your likings. You tell me what your likings are, and that's what we're going to do." Whether you want a DJ that's going to talk a lot, whether you want a DJ who's going to go out and dance with the crowd, whether you want a DJ who's going to strip like Dan.
I want to dress up like a bear.
Well, do you see what I'm saying? No, we try to send people the type of DJ they're looking.
Yeah,
which is why Canon Entertainment's been around so long.
Right,
that's the truth.
But still, today, not all DJs work like that. They do this show everywhere they go.
The same
like
show.
Dr. Rock. I'm not.
No, I got news for you. I'm kidding aside. Dr. Rock did perform.
I know
he did.
But
I have 3 hernias because of And every night I hurt every weekend because walking bars, doing flips, sliding across floors. That's entertaining.
I know. When I told you, Ray, this job doesn't want this, they want that.
Right.
You used to get a little annoyed.
Now I put a cap in your ass.
Your show. Right?
Yeah.
Right. But see, if I said to Dan, I need you to do this, do that, Dan could do it. If I said, Dan, be quiet, don't just play music, Dan would do it. Same with me. You didn't like to do that.
Right.
You wanted to just
because he wanted to perform, and I get that. And if
I get it too. I'm not knocking,
but it's not.
Don't take it
but
that way.
when but the bottom line is when you ask for a video of somebody, say it out loud to yourself first before you ask for it.
Because true.
Because what do you think you're going to be seeing? What are you going to be seeing? If I showed them a video of Dr. Rock flipping around and talking over music like he's Jerry Blavat and fucking doing, he's got knee things on, he's break dancing with fucking cardboard. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. You know, and
if I show a video of Dan dressed as a stable boy with Rob in this room,
they're like, oh. I have like no keep, and I got like a fucking hook, you know. But like,
you look like the piss boy.
I'd be like, all right, so now you saw that video. What are you getting out of that?
Yeah.
You know, do you want me to send Ray? You want me to send Ray? And she'll be going, no. It's like parents' 50th. Well, then, what was the point of you asking for that video?
Or the point why people say, can I go see your DJ perform, the one I'm going to get? Why? Because at that party, he might not be doing what you want.
Correct.
And
right.
it's ignorant.
I think the closest thing
Go to my party.
to what would actually work for that is, I know back when we were doing Canon Entertainment Radio,
Yes.
was, Rob would direct people to certain shows based on the DJ he was planning to send, not because of, hey, here's what they do, but here's what they sound like. Here's kind of what their personality is.
Yeah, it was more,
and it's more or less of like, hey, does this sound like somebody you want? Because for all you know, it's not necessarily about what I'm playing. It's about how I sound. Right. And somebody might listen to how I talk and say, that guy sounds annoying as hell. They hear what Dan sounds like and says, hey, that's the guy I want. That's the sound I want.
Dan sounds a certain way that,
and
right. Exactly.
And that's what you want. That was what was great about that. Because again, that performance, as far as what we're playing, doesn't matter because it's all the same audience essentially. And it's more or less getting an idea of the personality.
We're not performing the music.
Exactly.
I mean, you gotta understand that. I mean, we're standing there playing music for it. If I DJ goes there and you say, this is the music I want, and I say, okay, I'm gonna play that music. What else do you fucking want?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound blunt about it, but really, what else do you want?
Yeah. I think we said it earlier in this show. I think people overthink everything. Let the guy come out and do what he does. He's good. He's been around for years.
Everybody wants what that person does.
But the problem is it's not what they want. Their guests do want.
Right.
And all of a sudden now it becomes, don't play this, don't do this, don't do this. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to do. And everybody comes up to you and goes, are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? You're going to play this? Going to play that?
But that's the difference between live and private party.
Correct.
That's the difference of a show.
Back in.
The difference between a show and me doing your private event.
Correct.
Right. What I do at a bar, what Ray does at a bar, he's not going to do at a wedding.
No.
Or another twist to that whole subject. Say, when we tell people we'll do what they want, right? A lot of times brides will say, well, I like all this type of music, and that's all I want for my wedding.
Oh, I could say disasters on that.
We try to direct them into the right thing to do. But this honestly, we can go into 4 shows talking about all this stuff.
Seriously.
But we do got to wrap.
We do got to wrap. Yeah.
I mean, just as a quick ending note, perfect point to this was Dan's wedding and my wedding. As being DJs, we came to you and said, okay, this is what I want. But we also kept in mind our audience. We knew what our guests were like. So it wasn't just what we like. We were thinking about, I know this person really likes this. This person really likes this. So working a little bit of this band, a little bit of this band. And Rob, as a great DJ, then knows how then transition. So it's like these are going to be played, and we're going to be covering a lot of different genres that night.
Rob had it easy with us, though, because we're and we get it.
And you get
exactly. It. But that's the point, though. It's like you need to know your crowd. You need to know your guests. So you need to then just go to your DJ and say, this is what I want. So even if I don't like this, I know this person likes this.
Absolutely, Matt, and you were right because you were DJs. But there is the DJs out there, and you've talked about this. They come up to you and be like, yo, dude, how about playing this? Play that. Play that. If you're a DJ, stop bugging other DJs.
You're not doing the show.
You're a professional DJ.
If you're such a great DJ, how come they're not doing the show?
Curse.
Why they
just don't ask for stuff. And the only time I ever ask of another DJ anything is
their phone number?
Yeah,
right.
I think they're hot.
All right.
No, because I'm looking to test something to say, I want to see if this guy's going to do this.
Absolutely.
I'm not doing it because I want to be a dick. I want to see what's going to happen. And the only reason I get prompted to do that is because he's doing something that's prompting me to do it. Because if he's doing everything good, I won't bother him at all. Let him do his fucking thing. You know what I mean? But if he's sucking up left and right, left and down, I say, I'm going to see how this guy handles a request. And I'll request something and see what happens.
Is it true you went up to Dr. Rock when he was DJing and said, yo, can you play the skipping version if we don't have to take our clothes
off?
Yeah,
we don't have to. We don't have to.
It does.
All right.
Anyway, got to wrap it up.
Gotta go. Guys, once again, DJB Productions on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to it, share it. Check us out on Facebook, all that. We are DJs After Dark on Facebook. You can like the page as well. Also, go to djbproductions.com. Go to canonentertainment.com for all your DJ needs. We can hook you up here, private or public, as we just explained to you here. Don't expect videos. And and from
just naked one.
It's falling over. And then once again, we've got plenty of stuff going on here. Make sure you're on the YouTube channel. We're going to get the stuff up on audio format as well, which is Spotify, Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all through Anchor.fm. We'll get that up there as well. Obviously, we're having some audio difficulties, so that might be a little bit delayed, but the videos will be up on the YouTube channel immediately. So we're going to have them up on there. So make sure you subscribe and check them out. So for Matt Sunner, for Fast Eddie C, for Dr. Rock Ray Thomas, and
Thank you, Ariana.
Yes, and for Rob Ken and for Ariana Grande. My name is Danny J. Until next time, we'll see you
After dark.
after dark. Hey, you know what the funny thing is? I have an audio file up and it's not playing. Smoke them if you got them.
This all
Professional DJs.
I swear to God,
Professional.
Dan,
we're like in the back of a truck from a Die Hard movie.
let me start editing these shows again, please.
Would you like to edit these shows? Ed? Because guess what?
You're gonna
Rob,
have to put this in.
Rob messed up our outro, and now we can't play music anymore.
Nothing.
Or now the outro doesn't work.
All right. Anyway,
So anyway,
Please don't call me anymore until you work out the bugs. I swear to God.
That's all right. Ed can drop it in afterwards.
we'll see you after dark. Goodbye,
Goodbye,
everybody.
everybody.